This week, we don't have intro, we have just the news. Let's jump in, because it is that time of the week. It is time to tune in. Last week, I covered Spotify CEO seemed to be devaluing content creators' value in the marketplace. The reason why people were so upset goes much deeper than just a large company's CEO saying something that is incorrectly worded. In a study put on by UK label Two Room as part of their Mix to Mainstage series, 76% of new artists feel that their career in music is unsustainable. 50% of those surveyed says that they have problem with self-confidence. This is an effect that is made even worse by the need for social media and the easy way artists can be seen as comparing themselves to others. 82% said that they rely on other jobs outside the music industry for income in some form to supplement their career because being an artist won't pay all the bills. 56% said that they work full-time jobs while the rest have part-time jobs outside of music. The amount of work needed to gain recognition in an industry that has seen an explosion of people trying to enter is also higher than ever before. Artists are being asked to do more to being stand out, while also being asked to accept less in the form of royalties, as streaming has become the normal way artists are paid. The reason this channel exists is to bring you the most up-to-date information from the industry. So in a small way, we hope to shorten the time that you invest in reading on news every week. There are still many issues with the way the music industry is currently structured, and understanding that you are not alone in feeling like it's hard to keep up sometimes. There are resources to help if you think that you could use a little boost in self-confidence. Don't be afraid to ask, because lacking self-confidence is made better when you talk to someone about it. Studies like this are extremely important, and I'm really happy that Toolroom is doing their part to help the artist. Have you ever daydreamed to win a lottery? I always do. Or maybe you dream getting a massive inheritance from a relative you don't know about. Let's say that dream come true. What would you do with all those funds? How about calling up a festival and asking how much it will cost to get featured on the main stage? Today we know exactly how much that will cost at the Ibiza Global Festival, as Arnaud Letexier, a London-based artist, posted screenshots showing that the organizers will charge 5,000 euros get you to time slot and all the promotion before, during and after the festival, although there is no mention of what that entails. The response to the post has been either that this is something to be expected or outrage that an artist would have to pay the festival for a chance to play there. So the question is 5,000 euro too much to pay in order to be featured at a summer festival in Ibiza? Let me know in the comments below, because this is a very spicy topic and I really want to know what community thinks. And more importantly, how much would you pay to play in Tomorrowland? AI is still the hottest topic in the world today and will continue to be for some time. With innovations happening rapidly and companies finding new ways to stuff AI into everything, we are in the AI era officially. Now, AI wants to replace that one guy you know who spent a year in pre-law in college who you called for advice. musiclawyer.ai is a new AI tool that has been developed to help artists analyze and identify problems in legal documents they receive. This is kind of cool. While the site says that it cannot replace the expertise of a skilled attorney, it can be used for clarification and insight, so you can seek professional advice if it is needed and already know what to talk about. Most independent artists don't have the ability to hire an attorney, so the developer, Kevin Moo, cool surname there, so he developed this. There are two unique features of the AI service. One is that it uses two different models for its analysis, ChatGPT 3.5 or Google's Gemini, and you can select which one you want to see, then compare and contrast the difference. The other cool part is the service is available in different languages. So if a foreign label sends you a document in English, Japanese, Spanish, simplified Chinese or French, you can still use the tool. Moo is also trying to help musicians with other AI tools like Spot Stats, which is currently in beta, that allows you to verify your Spotify for artist data easily and confirm your streaming revenue. Keep up the good work, Moo. Sticking to the AI, new text-to-music tool launched this week. Well, let's say a lot more than one. But this one has my attention as it is trained trained completely from free music libraries and the free music archives, and not on copyrighted material of any kind. Stability AI's new stable audio open music generation model is meant to respect artists' rights so that material it generates is ethically created. Currently, the model is limited to 47 seconds of audio, making it more appropriate to use for loops and audio samples of single instruments rather than full songs. Stability's track record is long with their image and video generation products, so I expect this limit to increase rapidly as the model evolves. Stability AI also has a different model that is already generating 3-minute tracks, but this offers those who have been hesitant to try AI based on the questionable training materials a chance to feel good about their use. The model is an interesting development from the company, as their VP of Generative Audio, Ed Newton Rex, left the company in November over a dispute of what is considered fair use copyrighted works for training. Well, here we go again. Do you feel like there are spirits floating around you right now? Have you ever thought of making musical instruments of those feelings? Yeah, me neither. Kind of stuff of nightmares if you ask me. Eternal Research is trying to capture the spirits of the unseen with their new instruments, Demon Box. If you ever watched any ghost hunter shows, EMF measuring tools are used to prove that spirits are swarming around us. EMFs are electronic magnetic fields, or unseen forces of electrical signals in the air. The black triangular shaped instrument uses a proprietary system of inductors to interpret electronic magnetic fields and convert them into sounds. Sounds that described as freaky, demonic, and weird. This is done by bringing an electronic instrument close to the box and allowing it to convert the unseen electric emissions as they hit the inductors. This is a similar effect to when you have your cell phone on your desk and a notification comes in while you have your headphones on and you hear a buzzing sound. That is an EMF hitting your headphone transducer. The inductors in the instrument have 3 channels based on the triangle shape that can create stereo expressions of the sound. There are 3 mono outputs, as well as a USB-C port that is for power and audio out, and a stereo output that can be used for headphones. Additional controls for panning, phasing, and effect layering let you shape even more of the sound camera, and a MIDI out to route the note patterns from the device into another audio source. If you want to check that freak instruments, links in the description as usual. We are a tiny channel trying to bring you the news, whatever happens in the world, and we really need your help. If you are enjoying the video, please consider like and subscribe. Just like your favorite TikTok dancer, I needed to do an outfit change for the next story. If you had the largest short-form content platform on the earth, what would be your next focus for expanding the business? If you said a record label, you may be the CEO of ByteDance. TikTok was already in the business of distributing music with their sound-on services, which competes with companies like DistroKid and TuneCore. Now they are turning their sights on traditional music distribution formats like record labels and other investments like artist back catalogs. In true big corporate form, the company has decided to do this not by starting a new company, but through private equity style purchasing and acquisition of existing businesses. Right now, they're at the beginning stage of this process by posting job listings for a department lead in San Jose and Los Angeles. This move seems to be in response to the dispute with UMG and other labels over the use of content and the increasing cost of licensing deals needed for the third-party companies. In addition, while TikTok trying to reduce their need to pay fees for the content they license, they separately announced a partnership with Adobe to cross-license music. With a new add-on assistant in Adobe Express, users now can edit videos from and going to TikTok directly in the app without worry of content being blocked by for licensing issues. Of course, this wouldn't be complete without the AI part. So Adobe's Senior Vice President of Cloud Services, Govind Balakrishnan, touted using AI to make revenue content on the platform. The concept is to make it faster for content creators to identify trending audio and make more videos around those audio clips faster through the platforms by already having licensing worked out in advance. While iPods are not really a thing anymore, the podcast, the concept has survived. And you may argue it is actually thriving. Over 400 million people listen to podcasts worldwide regularly, and the audience continues to grow. Ableton has decided it was time for their creative team to enter the podcast era, and have done so in expressive fashion. Releasing 3 episodes at once, the team picked 3 artists from various locations and different genres. With a focus on the creative process and how artists approach both Ableton Ableton software, but also music creation in general, they called it doing music. Hope to inspire artists in new ways. The host, Craig Shofton, has a background in media and is an author and musician himself, giving the conventional series a strong backbone. Doing music can be found both on Spotify and Apple Music, and I will put the links on the description below. There are a lot of companies that are putting AI on the forefront of their products. While not every AI application is as impressive as marketing teams would like you to think, one area where AI is definitely something to watch for is in the audio editing and modification space. Stamp separation by AI is impressive, and it is getting better, and the algorithms to identify the different parts of a combined audio file are something to pay attention to. The competition for AI-powered audio manipulation just got even hotter, as Steinberg just updated Spectralayers to version 11 with a massive overhaul of the software with new tricks. The update is heavy on the AI usage, as new unmixed features can help to separate 7 discrete instruments as well as identify multiple voices, denoise the voices, and help to repair clipping. UI improvements make the software very powerful by speeding workflow. Batch processing means you can select multiple layers, merge, duplicate, or delete them together instead of extracting or processing one at a time. There are also some innovative features such as transfer brush and transient pencil, which shift content between sources and the destination output in real time. There are 2 versions of the software: the basic Elements, which has a reduced feature set, and a pro version that includes all the tools announced. Elements is only €80, while the pro version will cost you €290. As usual, links are on the description below. Recently, investments on AI startup companies have made headlines for their ability to raise funds for their startups. Suno, one of what seems to be the 2 most popular AI music platforms, announced they had raised $125 million in seed investments. This made it one of the biggest angel investment amounts ever and shocked the banking world, as company valuations seemed to make it well above what company's potential was at the time. All of that money meant that the platform could now do interesting and creative things with its platform development, and now we know how they are going to spend some of those funds. Suno has announced that it is going to spend up to $1 million to pay its most popular creators on the platform for their tracks. The initial payouts will come in the form of a contest called Summer of Suno, where tracks will be ranked by likes, plays, and shares, with the winner going home with $10,000 in their pockets. This is a first of its kind contest, and there are a few caveats, as participants have to be 18 years of age, and some countries are excluded from winning due to tax laws, including Brazil and Japan. Payments are also going to be made via PayPal, so if you don't have or can't open a PayPal account, you also will be unable to participate. While paying users on the platform, there is still controversy around the company that involve how artists were compensated for their content the models were trained on, and lawsuits are pending to decide those issues. If you are already on Suno, start creating and let us know if you want that 10,000.